The greatest miracle in the world is not mountains, not oceans, not even the universe itself. The greatest miracle in the world is woman. You were born from a woman. You were raised by a woman. You survived because of a woman, and the one who will give life to your child will also be a woman. Without women, there is no life. Without women, there is no future. Without women, there is no humanity. Woman is a mother. Woman is a partner. Woman is the one who gives birth. Woman is the one who raises. Woman is the one who carries everything that keeps life going. Woman is water. Woman is earth. Woman is life itself. Look at human history. Look at religions. Look at what people call holy. When humans imagine something sacred, something pure, something divine, how do they imagine it? Look at angels. Have you ever seen a fat, bearded male angel? In paintings, in stories, in dreams, angels are always beautiful, gentle, delicate. In other words, feminine. Because in the human mind, what is sacred is beautiful, and what is beautiful is woman. And yet this is where the great contradiction begins. If woman is this sacred, if woman is the source of life itself, why is she always placed second in religion? The Bible says women must be silent. The Torah says women are impure during menstruation. Traditional interpretations of the Quran place women beneath men. In Hindu tradition, widows were burned alive. 4 major religions, billions of believers, billions of women. So now comes the question we cannot avoid. Why and how do you believe in a God who treats you as second class? Pause for a moment. Imagine someone offers you a job and says, no days off, no working hours, no guaranteed salary. We can call you at 3 a.m. or at 6 in the morning. You cannot get sick. You cannot say you're tired. You cannot quit. You must be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the rest of your life. Who would accept such a job? Everyone would say, this isn't a job, this is exploitation. But we gave this job a name, motherhood. And what do we call the woman who does it? Selfless, strong, patient, an angel. But when it comes to rights, equality, value, suddenly no one is there. Now listen carefully. God speaks to a baby who is about to be sent into the world. The baby is afraid. The world is too big, the baby says. It's chaotic, and I am so small. There are bad people there, the baby says. I can't protect myself. God answers calmly, do not worry. I have assigned an angel just for you. The baby asks, how will I find her? God replies, she has been waiting for you for a very long time. When you arrive, she will already be there. The baby asks again, I don't know their language. God says, she will teach you how to speak, how to listen, how to love, how to endure. The baby asks, what happens when I'm afraid? When I'm in pain? When I cry? God responds, she will hold you in her arms. She will stay awake for you. Even when you don't realize it, she will always be there. The baby asks one final question. What is this angel's name? God smiles and says, the name doesn't matter. You will simply call her mother. That angel is the woman who gives up her own needs for her husband, who gives up her dreams and career for her children, who sacrifices her time, her body, her health, and sometimes even her life. And what do religions tell her? Be silent, endure, obey. Let's start with Judaism. The Torah says men and women were created in the image of God, equal. But then what happens? When a woman menstruates, she is declared impure. No one may touch her for 7 days. After childbirth, she remains impure even longer. If she gives birth to a boy, 7 days. If she gives birth to a girl, 14 days. Think about that. You carry life for 9 months. You bring a human being into the world. And your God calls you unclean. In synagogues, women sit separately from men. In many traditions, women cannot become rabbis. Yes, modern interpretations softened this, but the text did not change. People simply chose to ignore it. So ask yourself, if a religion must ignore its sacred text to become humane, is that text really divine? Now Christianity. Christianity speaks of equality. Paul says, there is neither male nor female. But the same Paul also says, women must remain silent in church. Women must not teach. Women must obey their husbands. A woman gave birth to you, raised you, fed you, and your God tells her, be silent. The Catholic Church still refuses to ordain women as priests. Why? Because Jesus was male. But who went to Jesus' tomb first? Mary Magdalene. Who witnessed the resurrection first? A woman. When Jesus was killed, the men ran away. The women stayed. So who was truly faithful? Now Islam. Islam says it values women. Paradise lies at the feet of mothers, they say. But what do traditional interpretations say? Men are guardians over women. A woman's testimony is worth half of a man's. In inheritance, men receive twice as much. It is said that disobedient women may be struck. A woman gives birth to you, devotes her life to you, but her word counts as half. They say those were the conditions of that time. Then answer this. Why is it still practiced today? Why couldn't women drive in Saudi Arabia until 2018? Why is hijab mandatory in Iran? Why can't girls go to school in Afghanistan? This is culture, they say. Then where does this culture come from? And here is the most disturbing truth. A man may marry 4 women. A woman may marry only one man. You carry a child for 9 months. You endure labor. You work. You manage the home, the family, the life. Yet your husband has the legal right to replace you 3 times over. Is this justice? And when a man dies, what is he promised? In paradise, rivers of wine, gardens, and 70 virgin women. And the woman, a lifetime of sacrifice. And even in death, the reward belongs to someone else. So women are placed second not only in this life, but even in the afterlife. Now Hinduism. Hinduism has goddesses: Durga, Kali, Lakshmi, Saraswati. But what happens to real women? If she becomes a widow, she is burned or erased from society. She cannot live alone. She cannot remarry. Today, women go to space. Women lead countries. Women produce science. Yet religion still tells them, you are incomplete. Now look at the full picture. In Judaism, women are impure. In Christianity, women are silent. In Islam, women are obedient. In Hinduism, women are expendable. Different religions, different lands, different centuries, same result. And now we reach the question no one wants to ask. If God is just, why is the giver of life always worth less? If these religions come from God, why do they all push the world's most essential being into second place? If these texts must be reinterpreted today to be acceptable, are they truly divine, or are they simply rules written by men thousands of years ago? These questions are uncomfortable, but if you are a woman, you cannot avoid them, because these questions affect your life, your freedom, your future. The final truth is this: religions change because people change. But if a religion is an unchanging divine truth, why does it constantly need correction? Maybe religions are wrong. Maybe God is different. Maybe the truth is not where we were told to look. But one thing is certain: a being that gives this much life should never be treated as second class. Now write in the comments, especially women. Does this feel fair to you? Or are you finally ready to admit that something is deeply, fundamentally wrong? If you're a man, would you accept this for your mother, for your daughter, for your partner? If you're a woman, why does the God who gave you the power to create life treat you as if you're worth less? Let's talk, but this time, be honest.